Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin pauses after hitting our targets. Why this is about to play out a lot differently than anyone is expecting. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Rambo here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including why Bitcoin's next move is going to basically shock the market and leave everyone speechless. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, helps out a lot. Come join us on Twitter at @CryptoLove, where we share all of the charts from today's video. Now, today, fear and greed at 74, down from extreme greed of 79 yesterday to regular run-of-the-mill greed at 74. Now, it should be noted that yesterday's extreme greed of 79 up here was the first time in a bullish trend this happened since August, end of July, beginning of August 2020. This was when Bitcoin price was $10,000 before it went up to $60,000, $70,000 before it 7x'd in price. So could we be on the verge of the same type of move? I will leave that as a answer your own type of question. Now, the overall market up today, 0.5%. Bitcoin at 49,626, Ethereum at 2643, Solana 112, BNB 326, XRP 52 cents, Cardano 55 cents, Avalanche $39, and Chainlink $19.99. You can get it at a discount at Walmart. Now, Bitcoin did hit our targets perfectly based on this inverse head and shoulders, right up to 50,000, pause there in 50,000. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I got rejected by a big even. This is terrible. I think I'm just going to go cry because it's only 50,000. It didn't make it to new all-time high of $69,000 yet. But don't lose heart just yet, because if you see here, there is a trend line that I drew here, this solid line. This is the downtrend from the market cycle top. Bitcoin price broke through there, and as of right now, is resting above there. That's actually really good news for Bitcoin. And this right here is probably exceptional news for Bitcoin if you bear with me for a little story time. Important. BlackRock clients have accumulated 87,800 Bitcoin in 22 trading days, around 4,000 Bitcoin a day. There are 251 trading days in 2024. If this continues, BlackRock alone will accumulate roughly 1 million Bitcoin in 2024. There are now 1.8 million Bitcoin on exchanges. Okay, wrap your head around there. Can you do that math? So right now, if this continues, now that's a big if, but if this continues for the rest of the year, that's 1 million Bitcoin this year. That's half of the Bitcoin supply available on exchanges and pretty much half of the Bitcoin supply available, period. That's almost 5% of the total Bitcoin supply to ever be created, ever. Stuff is about to get nuts, like especially with this halving coming up. Nothing has happened like this before. I've been around. This is my third halving for Bitcoin. This is something crazy is about to happen this time. So I don't exactly know what is going to happen, but with 1 million Bitcoin this year and the halving coming up, stuff is about to go gangbusters. So stay tuned till the end of the episode for that. Now, if we take a look right now, very interesting, despite BlackRock scooping up potentially 1 million Bitcoin this year, Google search trends is only showing that Bitcoin is at 18 out of 100 in terms of search popularity, meaning that it hasn't even reached mid-popularity yet, meaning that the frenzy is not even here yet. This is the quiet before the storm when investors are scooping up Bitcoin as much as they can, because when the storm comes, there's not going to be any Bitcoin, and you probably can't sell it for less than $1 million. Now, Bitcoin right now, I mean, John McAfee could have been right. He was only a few years off. He said 2020, I think. Now it's 2024. Only a few years off. Not bad, my man. So, Bitcoin right here. We're seeing Bitcoin breaking the 61.8 fib. Now, when this happened in 2017, that's when price rocketed off right from around $800 to $20,000. Did a nice 20x right there. Well, we see the same thing happening, breaking the 61.8 fib right now. Bitcoin will likely go parabolic after this point. If Bitcoin takes a hint from NVIDIA or from Meta after the breakout of the little consolidation wedge right here, look what happens. Para-freaking-bolic. Likely, that's where Bitcoin is heading. And if we take a look on yearly candles, we can see that after Bitcoin breaks the top of the body, generally, has two very dramatic years of growth. Well, look at this, breaking the top of the body. Likely two very dramatic years coming up for Bitcoin. We have a breakout and retest of an ascending triangle. This is a bullish continuation pattern, generally going to continue going up. And also a hidden bullish divergence where we see higher low, and also on Bitcoin price, we're seeing higher lows, and on the RSI, lower lows at the same time. This giving us a hidden bullish divergence for Bitcoin, suggesting that the price has a bigger chance to get much higher in the future. Also for the total market cap as well, breakout of potentially huge parabolic break territory. We can see the RSI echoing here on this count pattern and breaking out from resistance right now, finding support above it. This is moon territory for total versus M2 again, which brings us to a couple very noteworthy charts. This one, and particularly this one coming up afterwards. Now, this chart right here. Every time Bitcoin on the weekly breaks the RSI 70, guess what? On average goes up 107%, which is more than doubling. So this just recently happened this past week. Now it's at a 76, which would mean that from the lower prices of last week, we could be looking at an $80,000 Bitcoin soon based on this. But that is not all, because when we take a look at this indicator right here, a buy on the super trend. Now, if we were to take the average of the last 4 buys on the super trend, that would be a 45,000% gain, but that's a bit too high. I get it. Okay, fine. So the last 3, how about that? A 4,800% gains. I know, that's a bit much. Okay, so fine. Just the last one. Based on just the last one, if we were to see the gains from just that last one, that would be roughly a $320,000 Bitcoin. But if we average the last 3, that could be up to a $20 million Bitcoin. And you have to remember, BlackRock possibly accumulating 1 million Bitcoin this year. Things could be about to get gangbusters, but I'm no prognosticator of prognosticators. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Also join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.